We were contacted by C3, a production company out of Austin, Texas, to build a stage set for a musical festival, Ocean's Calling, in Ocean City, Maryland. We were asked to use Maryland blue crab as a dominant image, and so that became the big focus for the set. We worked in tandem with the client creatively to design and render images in model form so that we could provide on a large scale what they wanted for the event.
So this is where this project starts, which is 12-inch box truss, 24 feet wide, 12 feet tall, with these 5-foot outriggers to balance the load, because this is going to be subject to some ocean winds. And so if we were to go and populate this, some of the elements we're going to put in, we'll have these little blue docks, we'll have sandbag weight, a treasure chest, a whiskey barrel, and put a mallet on both sides.
Once we have the client signing off on the proposal and the design is finalized, we'll begin making shop drawings to begin the fabrication process, which basically is taking the design apart and breaking it down into components that we can build from in a shop. We developed a process where parts of the crab are cut on a flatbed CNC router. They're then laminated together with these small pieces to make a larger whole, then sanded and sculpted into the recognizable form of the Maryland blue crab. So after we've got the parts all glued together and sanded them into their finished form, we'll start the process to coat and paint, plaster coat to give it a nice hard shell. Followed by another light sand on the plaster.
And after that, we'll need to layer a coat of epoxy on top of the plaster. We've got our brushes, we've got our hardener. Followed by a red color coat, which is the Maryland blue crab in its cooked or steamed state.
Two or three good coats of red paint, and then after that would be the final coat, which would be a top coat of UV polyurethane for exterior applications. Each crab that we built had to be rigged to a truss, which made a giant archway. Before we had the crabs built, we had to build into them a system of holding these clamps in place. Some discs that we cut out of plywood and some bending plywood, which wrapped around to make the mallet portion of the mallet, and a bit of cardboard carpet tubing attached to the back of it, which made the handle. And then the same paint process that we did with the crab, which was some plaster, paint, and polyurethane UV clear coat. We had a really good team building this entire set on this project. A lot of creative people. One of the guys came up with a steamer trunk that was disused and had been almost thrown out, and we reconditioned it, polishing it up, and basically did some scenic magic to it. Put some fake coins and jewelry, painted everything gold and silver, made it look like a treasure chest. Scott really came up with some really good ideas. He put a guitar in there that we painted gold, and that became kind of in addition to being a pirate's treasure chest, it was a pirate's treasure chest with musical elements in it. Then it's just installation.